Palestinian peace activist Bassem Eid is urging Palestinians and those who protest on their behalf to confront the violence committed by Hamas and condemn them for what they are, genocidal murderers. He's not only asked for this over the past few weeks, but he's been begging for this for years, travelling to the US many times and writing numerous books and articles calling out the Palestinian Authority and Hamas for their human rights violations. But as tens of thousands of so-called Palestinian supporters continue to march on the streets in Australia, America, the UK, Europe, championing Hamas, calling them freedom fighters instead of terrorists, calling them decolonisers, will the West ever wake up to Hamas's true evil? Bassem Eid joins me now from Israel. Thank you so much for your time. What's your view on these global pro-Palestinian protests that we've seen in the wake of the October 7 terror attacks?
You know, it's very sad to see the so-called pro-Palestinians, which I think that they are totally against the Palestinians, and they are much more supporting terror rather than they are supporting civilians. Those pro-Palestinians, on the morning of the October 7th, they start dancing around the world, considering the Jewish massacre by the Hamas as a Palestinian victory. So if massacres became victories in the 21st century, this is the end of humanity.
We've actually seen a lot of affluent middle-class lefties throw their support behind Gaza, including students from Harvard and Columbia University, supposedly smart students. They wrote an open letter blaming Israel for the attacks. How much do you think this group of middle-class white lefties actually understand about what life's like under the Hamas control?
First of all, those groups has no any kind of influence on the Palestinians. The Palestinians are not really so aware what those gangsters and thugs are doing around the campuses in the United States or in Europe. On the other side, the question is, who authorized those thugs and gangsters to speak on behalf of the Palestinians? Who told them that the Hamas really representing the Palestinians? I think that one message to those pro-Palestinians is that what the Hamas provided to his own people in Gaza in the past 17 years was misery, poverty, and destruction. And we are the Palestinians who are going to back Israel in terms to get rid from the Hamas and to erase the Hamas from the map.
Such an important point. Bassem, do you think that demands for a ceasefire from Israel are similar to asking the Allies to stop attacking Nazi Germany in World War II? We've seen these comparisons made. What do you think about that? Do you think Hamas is as brutal, barbaric as the Nazis or as ISIS?
First of all, I think that the ISIS sometimes more rational than the Hamas.
More rational.
On the other side, yes, more rational than Hamas. On the other side, I must have to tell you why the international community is asking Israel for a ceasefire. Why they are not asking the Hamas for a ceasefire to stop shooting rockets and killing civilians in Israel in turn to allow to the humanitarian aid to enter to the Gaza. I think that the international community is still biased with the bloodshed which is taking place, which is only the Hamas is responsible on that bloodshed which is taking place right now in the Gaza.